Hey, what's up guys? That old dude here again. If you're into 2 or 3 inch frames like I am, then boy do I got something kick-ass to show you. Let's jump in and check it out. Okay guys, so I'm sure you've heard of XHOVER and it needs no introduction from an old dude like me. They've been around for 4 or 5 years now and have made some pretty awesome chassis over the years. As a matter of fact, they took the multi-GP championship in 2017, was it? Yeah, 2017. Their team driver, Alex Vanover, if I'm saying it correctly, took the championship in the GP championship with XHOVER's frame. So it's no surprise that they would have a kick-ass frame for 2018. I talked to Daniel, who's the owner of XHOVER, and he explained to me that in December of 2017 they announced their Win 5L and Win 3L models. So when I had the opportunity to purchase one, I went ahead and did it, and I'm finally getting around to a review of it now. So let's just jump right into it. To start off, I got to tell you, after speaking with Daniel from XHOVER and telling me that all their carbon is 3K twill, and it comes from Mitsubishi or Tora, I believe, which are two main carbon manufacturers in the industry known for their good quality stiff carbon and layers of carbon there. So the quality, it speaks for itself. I really don't have to say much more about it. But I ended up buying the Win 3L, which is identical to the Win 5L, just with 3-inch arms. And so I'm just going to start talking about the arms right now, because these little arms, which are 5 millimeter thick, are just amazingly stiff for any 3-inch that I've ever owned or reviewed. And I got to tell you, I'm not scared to break this at all. This will not break. I'm sure I could hit a brick wall and this would not break. But anyways, so I'm going to build it while we're talking about a little more about it. This is the lower X plate, and I believe it's a true X if you look at it. So this is the second quad now that I've seen that has a sandwiched style arm with a lower X plate and a middle deck. The middle deck, which is also awesomely smooth chamfered edged fiber, carbon fiber, comes with press fit nuts. Look at how cool those are. They're even black, so they match the carbon fiber. So it's pretty simple to build. You're going to have to build it upside down because the middle deck is the one with the press fit nuts. So we're going to go ahead and build this upside down. Let's see. So we're going to go like this. The front of the frame is going to be this, where the big V is, and it's a little elongated. And as you can see, the holes for the 20 by 20 stack are located towards the back for the center of gravity and the way the upper deck is going to place. So knowing that now, we're going to want to place the arms, have these motor protectors, and those are going to go towards the front and the back like this. So that's the front of the frame and that's the back of the frame. So therefore we're going to orientate these motor protectors towards the front and then towards the back. And again, I'm building this upside down if you're wondering. That's actually the middle deck right there. In building this, I want to talk about, while I have it out right now, that there's 2 holes that are going to secure and sandwich these arms between the X plate and the middle deck. And in between those 2 holes, there's a larger hole. And that's going to be an area for a rubber grommet standoff to give you that dampening that you need in your stack. So anyways, after you get it laid out like this, and again, this is upside down, we're going to place the lower X plate with, right on top, and we're going to take these 8mm screws and start screwing it together. So it's quite straightforward on how it goes together. I like the fact that it's got press fit nuts already in the frame for you. Oftentimes when you put your own press nuts in, it kind of scratches the frame as you're drawing the press nut in. So I like the fact that when companies do that for you. Not that I'm lazy and I don't mind doing it. I'm just saying that it's kind of nice feature that they offer for you. Okay, so I'm just getting these 4 center screws in now. Daniel tells me that all their prototyping is done in-house. So they have a mill or a lathe and all those professional tools, I guess, that it would take to prototype something like this before it goes to production. So they work out all the bugs in-house. And that's cool that they're not just jobbing that out, that they're actually, you know, flying it and trying it and testing it. It makes a lot of sense that the company would do that. All right, so as you can see, I've got 4 screws holding the arms to the sandwiched in between the lower X plate and the middle deck. And you'll notice that there's 2 more press fit nuts up towards the front that will continue putting these in. And you might be wondering why there's no press fit nuts on the back. And I'm going to show you why here in just a second. Let's get these in. And I'm not really tightening down anything yet until I get every piece holding this lower frame together, the lower part of the frame. So now I'll go ahead and really crank on these center ones, and I'll kind of crank them. I won't crank them clockwise or counterclockwise. I'll crank on them opposite each other to really get a nice contact between all 3 plates. And now I'll go ahead and do the outer ones as well. So in talking with Daniel, I asked him, was there any plans for anything for 2018, any future plans? And he disclosed to me that he's got some new motors coming out, that XHOVER has some new motors coming out, and a new freestyle frame, which I'm kind of excited to see. After having this in my hands, I can tell you there's really not any other frame on the market like it. It is super stiff. Remember, this is a 3-inch. It's this very small carbon fiber frame, and I can't get any flex out of it whatsoever. So I can tell you that when I crash, and I will because I'm not the best flyer, being an old dude, that this is going to hold up, and I appreciate that. Okay, so we've got the main deck plate together, and as I told you, it takes a 20 by 20 stack, which, by the way, the Win 5L also takes a 20 by 20 stack. And I'm kind of jumping ahead here, but there's going to be rubber grommets that I'm going to throw in here that are going to relieve it's going to give you dampening and relieve any vibrations through the frame from this very stiff carbon fiber. So that was well thought out. All right, so the next thing to do is to start putting the standoffs in, and 2 are going to go here and 2 are going to go through that back. That's why there was no press fits back there, press fit nuts. So these longer screws, you get 2, I think they're about, what do they look like, 12mm or so. They go through the back, the bottom I should say, I'm sorry. They go through the bottom of that X plate through the arms, those beautiful 5mm arms, and up out the middle deck there. Guess I should zoom out a little bit if I can. And then you get these, they look to be like 25, 22 millimeter standoffs. And those are gonna go, and that's why there's no press fit nuts on that middle deck there, so that you can put those standoffs right through. I don't know if you guys remember XHOVER, was it last year or yeah, I think it was 2017. XHOVER had made a pretty sick ass frame called the Stingy, and it was a very popular frame, and it was cloned. It was ripped off by whoever, I don't know. There was a big to-do about it. It was all over YouTube. A bunch of people did reviews on the clone, and it was half the price, if not less. And it was just crap. It was an identical clone to the Stingy by XHOVER, and it's such a shame that companies have the nerve or the gall to not put any R&D, no time. You know, Daniel spends a lot of time and a lot of his own personal money on his innovative ideas, and people don't understand what it takes to bring things to fruition. I'm not going to start a bitch fest about how I feel. I think a lot of you know how I feel, but it's just a shame that there's companies out there just taking whatever they want just to profit for $1. And then the supporters of those people, shame on you, okay? Because this is American idea, American-made innovation, and you should be supporting your country. And so if you're going to save, you know, $5 or $10 or $15, I mean, look at this frame. This is the Win 3L. It's super sick carbon fiber. It's just an amazing little frame, and it was 39 bucks. Could you go to Banggood and get a 3-inch frame for $15 or $17? Sure you could. But why would you? Why wouldn't you support an innovative young man that is supporting us by bringing his innovative ideas to us and making 10 bucks on this frame? Because I'm sure he's not getting rich off this frame at $39. I mean, look at the quality of this carbon. Look at what's going into this carbon. So, okay, well, I've said enough about that. Just keep going on here if you let me, and this is not what this is about. This is about an awesome engineered idea, a 3-inch quad that I believe is unbreakable. And by the way, and I'll put a little video up here, they have a 2-inch, XHOVER has a 2-inch quad that they show holding a session camera on the top and flying around pretty agile. So I'm gonna guess that this 3-inch quad, having this flat deck, can do the same thing. So as you can see here, that the upper deck is again another beautiful piece of carbon fiber. It has chamfered edges, cutouts to lighten it up, 2 holes for attaching your UFL antenna using a zip tie. Oh, I forgot to mention that this chassis also ships with 2 3D printed camera mounts to go on the standoff for your run cam or your Foxeer micro mini camera that you're going to throw in here. Just an awesome chassis or frame, quad frame that I cannot budge. I can't bend this thing, and I'm trying like crazy to even flex it, and it's just not. So let me see you do that with any 3-inch frame from Banggood. Oh wait, that's not all. I forgot to show you another cool thing. Let me get this upper deck plate off here and show you what you can get for another $19.99 or 20 bucks. All you canopy guys or 3D printed guys out there that love canopies like I do. XHOVER offers a cool gray, which I've never seen gray 3D printed gray stuff before, and I like the the color of it. It's very cool. They offer this 3D printed canopy. Now, the cool thing about the Win 3L and the Win 5L is that the bottom X plate and the middle plate with the press nuts are the same as they are on the Win 3L as they are on the Win 5L. So this canopy not only fits the Win 5L, but it also fits the Win 3L, and it comes for $19.99 or whatever. You get the appropriate hardware to bolt this down. Comes with 2 longer screws and nylon, anodized nylon locking nuts, which again is very cool of XHOVER to offer all this innovative stuff for us 3-inch or 5-inch guys. And there's a place obviously for your Foxy or Runcam micro mini camera. The 3D printed canopy has 2 holes for your antenna tubes and a cool spot for your Lumineer UFL AX2. Some people call it the AXI. I believe it's an AX2 Lumineer 5.8 gigahertz antenna. So just a cool chassis. I can't say enough good things about the company. They've been around for 4.5, going on 5 years. They're the innovators of chassis in America. They are the leaders in creating some really awesome, innovative stuff using high quality carbon for very little money. And I can't impress that enough about you guys, because for 40 bucks or 60 bucks with the canopy, you just can't get another frame like this anywhere for that price, for this quality, for this stiffness, for this innovation. Again, they're proven in the race community, winning last year's 2017 multi-GP championship, and I just can't say enough good things. So anyways, there you have it. If you liked my video, please hit the like button. If you'd like to see more videos like this, which I do have quite a few coming out, please subscribe and you'll be seeing more videos. I do have a plan of a video for wiring this thing up and building it with some of the 1407 3600 kV motors from XHOVER, and a pretty cool Speedix stack that'll be going in here. So if you'd like to see that, please subscribe, and that's coming soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.